right, you're recording. There you go. All right.
I think it'll be a great bout.
It'll definitely be a very exciting bout to see both of these two here in Grand Rapids, or in the Grand Raggedy, as we sometimes call it, here on our Rivertown Sports Track. It's exciting to have them both here.
You know, I was coming out of the bathroom at about last spring, I'm not sure what it was, and I ran into a couple of the Toxic Cherries, and they had shirts on, City Toxic Cherries, and I was like, no way, there's a Traverse City League. It was the first time I heard about it. Remember that? Then I came back up here screaming and squealing.
I do remember that. I do remember that, and here they are today.
Those dramatic memories tend to be the strongest.
To skate their dulcet tones before our very eyes.
I'm also excited to have Black Man Jr. announcing with us. I was going to have a third announcer on the up here in the announcer's haven.
And I'm glad to be here. Very thankful for being here. And so that starts it.
That does.
And for those of you that are new to Derby, it kind of starts off the first whistle of the jam. The jammers are wearing stars, and we have 907 Luda Crush as the lead jammer in this bout. Lead jammer, a very useful strategic position that gives the jammer with lead jammer status the opportunity to call off the 2-minute jam before the 2 minutes are up, thus protecting some points, which she does there by putting her hands on her hips. That was a good head-up play by Luda Crush.
And that ends the first jam of the evening.
She got through before the last whistle was blowing. She passed everybody but the other jammer.
I'm doubting it. And the jammers start on the second line.
It's okay, if I turn around, you'll be able to see it on video.
Stars on the panties and on their helmets.
Then you have Pivot. Pivot have the stripes on their helmet.
Hold on. What?
The relationship between the Pivot and the jammers is that they can trade off.
Pivots also tend to be at the base of the pack, and also as we play to do this. Well, every skater communicates during a jam. The pivots tend to be the last side of defense as well.
We're going right ahead.
Here comes Don K. Kong in for Lansing. Coming on real strong. She's the lead jammer. Lead jammer status going to Lansing in this particular endeavor, and Boney-Hold stuck behind. She has to wait to re-enter the track to get behind the skater that she stepped out of bounds in front of, or behind, as the case may be. So that you can get a skater. Kong is working hard, putting points on the board for the Lansing Derby Vixens. The score is 11-4. Lansing Derby Vixens are in the lead after the first two jams. One whistle starts the pack. Two whistles starts the jammers. And our jammers are Buzz Lightyear has up for Toxic Cherries. And bringing over from the pack with lead jammer status, Donkey Kong! Lead jammer status, once again, very important strategic position, and Lansing Derby Vixens already have a several-point lead. 11-4 is the score. Buzz Lightyear has up, has broken through the pack. Donkey Kong getting some help from her teammates. She gets the grand slam and calls off the jam. 5 points on the board for Lansing. And a grand slam, ladies and gentlemen, is when the jammer passes all 5 opposing players. Putting 5 points on the board. Lansing Derby Vixens 15. 5 on the board. Toxic Cherries 4.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Grand Raggedy Roller Girls would like to thank Versatility and Studio Inc., who graciously provide the league with in-kind donations through merchandise and printing. Studio Inc. has been keeping the skaters and fans hard-working, awesome endeavor. Since only Jack Daniels knows how long.
All right, Audrey Thorburn in for Lansing.
You got it.
It's a foot race in the lead jammers. Audrey Thorburn, number 61, putting in a lot of work for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
Audrey Thorburn emerging through the pack with a grand slam. 5 points. Audrey Thorburn for the Lansing Derby Vixens.
She showed a little skill there by not getting pushed out of bounds while she was busting through the pack.
Audrey Thorburn with that coveted lead jammer status that gives her an important strategic advantage, and she uses it right there, pushing through the pack to pick up 4 points, and then calling the jam off, protecting those points from being answered.
Especially they got 4 in the first pack, they haven't got a single one.
Have you ever dreamed about sharing a frosty adult beverage with your favorite roller girl or announcer? Or buying your favorite announcer a frosty adult beverage? Ever hope for somebody to throw down for a pants-off dance-off? Please join us at Skydirect Lounge for the official after-party immediately after tonight's bout. Songs are down to 1418 Plainfield After Northeast. Skydirect Lounge is one of the official home of the Grand Dragon Roller Girls after-party, but they're also one of our Gold Zone sponsors.
We've got Addie Mornham in for the Lansing Derby Vixens. Jamming up against for the City Toxic Cherries. Odie, number 7, Bodie National.
Nice heads-up play right there. Knocking the Toxic Cherry jammer out of bounds. It's a fight to determine who's going to be the lead jammer in this jam.
That is a fast pack. It's not a slow pack, that is a fast pack.
Good to see that amount of speed on a couple of leads that are just getting their start this year. Lead jammer goes to Bodie, and down goes the Toxic Cherries. Toxic Cherries picking up a lead jammer at last. It's been a long stretch since they've gotten one, and that'll give them an opportunity, hopefully, with a little luck and a little skill, to close this gap, this 20-point gap.
Not a large gap, though, in the roller derby. As you know, the points can change quickly, and it could be anybody's game. Fast pack, small gap.
Oh, so.
The referee is calling for the pack to tighten up. The pack cannot be stretched out over the whole track, such as it is.
That is a loose pack,
And the common call for loose pack is...
loose pack would be less likely than a full pack.
Nope.
That's a big penalty yet.
No, it's not but a penalty late in the game.
If you get a major penalty, you're put into the penalty box.
At which point I will scream, you pick that box.
She will scream that. She does
I
that.
do scream that.
Because there's a lot of box hitting that goes on.
There's not a box in the box. The box is right there. Yeah.
I forget I'm at a hockey rink.
Next to the Y.
Well, back to the action once again. We've got Buzz Lightyear up against Ludacrush.
And Buzz Lightyear ass up is the lead jammer.
Another lead jammer for the City Toxic Cherries. They managed to pick up 2 points to close that 20-point gap, narrowing it down to 18.
And barely snuck through, and then got knocked down. She backed up first to get it through the pack.
Ludacrush has broken free of that pack.
And we have somebody in the penalty box. Battling Turtles is in the penalty box.
Turtles, you kick that box, girl, you kick it.
And I missed the penalty score.
And that penalty box gives a distinct advantage to Lansing, much like the hockey power play.
Power play.
Toxic Cherries are now short-handed out on the track, and that gives a distinct advantage to Lansing. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
hard up in there.
So, I'm thinking of a theme tonight. I was thinking about holiday stress and family function.
Tis the season.
I don't deal with family during the holiday.
That sounds quite functional.
One-liner?
It's very functional. Most of my family's a minimum of 3 hours away. They don't come see me, so I don't go see them.
I'm a little bit jealous.
One was just stuck in the back.
All good family relationships are based on reciprocity.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, exactly.
Or scapegoating.
Donkey Kong is on the jammer for... Oh, and she's the lead jammer on this jam for the Lansing Derby Vixens. Donkey Kong, remit.
Yoko, oh no, you didn't jam the Toxic Cherries. Looks like we might have some jammer and jammer action.
They've kind of slowed down the pack.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong calls out the jam because she saw that the City Cherries jammer was close behind. So instead of allowing more points being on the board for them, she calls off the jam. The score is 29, Lansing Derby Vixens, 10, Toxic Cherries.
So, little known fact that stress is linked to the 6 leading causes of death. Heart disease, cancer, lung ailments, accidents, cirrhosis of the liver, and suicide. So don't stress too much about your thinking and function.
Well, I was very stressed working 2 jobs and I ended up having a stroke 3 years ago.
Lead jammer down on the track. Audrey Clover, lead jammer for Lansing Derby Vixens.
Again, we have a...
Audrey Floorboard working hard for the Lansing Derby Vixens. Puts a few points on the board and calls off the jam.
Audrey Floorboard able to use that lead jammer advantage to sneak through the pack, grab 3 points, and call off before they're answered by Traverse City. Yet another good reason and a demonstration why it's good to have that lead jammer status.
Where's your number?
Thoughts on stress.
Where's your number on your arm?
Americans
44. Okay, thank you. 44.
Money, the economy, work, and my mother.
I thought having multiple, oh wait, it's a family affair.
That's what Dad said. Alright, back to the action. Let's talk about dysfunction and family stress.
This is a great way to get out your stress. Watching ladies on 8 wheels knock it out on the track.
It is. It's like stress relief on wheels.
Oh, tremendous hit on
Falls hard.